I know they may claim we law and order, blah, blah, blah. So go get the undocumented people and let's try to ship them out. Let me tell you something. They are not the people that are putting us in harm's way. It is him.
Blah, blah, blah. That's a direct quote from Crockett. Let's bring in our panel. Matt Lieberman, publisher, The Lieberman Files on Substack, former Democratic U.S. Senate candidate from Georgia. It's good to see you, Matt. And also Anthony D'Esposito, nominee right now for the Inspector General of the Labor Department. Of course, also a former Republican congressman from New York. She doing herself any favors? She puts out those TikTok videos. I mean, the Democrats obviously struggling with money, struggling with messages. Matt, I'll start with you. Obviously, they didn't go with her. Would have been pretty entertaining, I think, if they had.
Yeah, well, my first thought is blah, 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 blah. Apparently that's political discourse now. But, I mean, look, there seems to be a trend. Actually, New York, one of the congressmen here, Jerry Nadler, should be the ranking Democrat on the Judiciary Committee as seniority, but as Democrats considered him too senior. Seniority was beyond useful at a certain point. Look, I think both parties really are sort of trying to figure out their older members, maybe they think are old and stale, but the younger ones maybe are a little bit loud and scary sometimes. And I'm not sure repackaging, let's call it the same jar of peanut butter is the answer. And whether it's Garcia or Jasmine Crockett or on the Republican side, some of the more, I would say, virulent MAGA folks, I don't think that's what most Americans are looking for, but the parties are trying they're trying what they can do to appear more palatable to the American public without necessarily changing anything, I think.
Well, there are serious issues happening here and obviously around the world. I broke, when we had the breaking news off the top of the show about the Iranians, nationals here illegally that were picked up across our country, 11 of them. Anthony, I remember you were on the steps of Columbia University with the anti-Semitism. I mean, we're seeing released from his immigration detention facility now, just back at it, Mahmoud Khalil. It seems the left likes these people and props them up as heroes. They're not American. They're anti-American. They're anti-Jew. And yet they think this is, a blah, 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 yada, yada, yada comment to make on TikTok. How do you think anyone takes any faith in what the Democrats are saying now? Because they seem like they're not even happy about a ceasefire, some of them.
No, because they just don't know what to talk about. And if you rewind back to just a minute ago when we're talking about the Committee on Oversight, I mean, their mission is to ensure efficiency, effectiveness, and accountability of all of the federal government and its agencies. But if you spoke to Congressman Garcia, the only focus that they have is to beat up on Donald Trump. That is their only focus. And when it comes to Columbia University, when it comes to the anti-Semitism, when it comes to the fact that nearly 15 million people were let across this southern border when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were in leadership. I mean, those people that came across, some of them are on our known terror watch list, and now we have to be concerned about them here. But even those ones that we know are rooting on terrorists, are rooting on Hamas, who are saying that death to Israel, death to the United States of America. We are, funding these colleges, and we have Democrats who are, like you said, not only rooting them on, but encouraging them and enabling them. I mean, Columbia just proved that Democrats and their so-called accountability is an absolute joke.